Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be talking about Dorgann, who's going to be getting a rework and his brand new BT weapon, and Bartz, who's going to be getting a rework and his brand new FR weapon. Now we're going to take a look at both of these two characters. We're going to look at the changes that they're going to be getting, and I'm going to let you guys know whether or not you should pull for either the son or the dad in the upcoming banners. So do let me know down in the comment section below what your plans are going to be, if you're going to be pulling for either of these two characters, or if you're planning to skipping these two banners. Feel free to let me know. And as always, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for future content. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. A big thank you as always to all of my current YouTube members for further supporting what I do. I appreciate you guys greatly. If you ever thought about becoming a member of the channel, you guys already know you can either hit the link down in the description of this video or the join button below for details on what you can gain for becoming a supporter of the channel. And a big thank you ahead of time if you do decide to become one. So we'll first start off with Dorgann's Rework. His ZX buff adds a 20% HP damage up. His LD buff adds a 30% stolen max brave overflow up. His FR now deals a 6 hits AoE melee brave plus an HP attack 4 times with an increase in brave potency. Now his BT effect lasts for 8 turns and provides the following. After Dorgann attacks a target inflicted with the Dawn Spellblade debuff, it cancels their break status. The party gains a 20% win enchant, a 20% brave damage up, 20% HP damage up, 50% brave damage cap up, and a 30% HP damage cap up. Now Bartz Rework to his skill 1 double hand and the plus version now deals 6 HP attacks with 50% splash 2 times. His skill 2 missile and the plus version now deals 6 HP attacks with 50% splash. His EX now deals 5 HP attacks with 50% splash after each HP attack that recovers 50% brave in between HP attacks. His World Traveler buff adds a party 20% win enchant and HP damage up. His LD allows him to recover 1 use of his skill 1. His BT effect adds a 30% HP damage cap up at 2 stacks and higher. Now with Squall as his partner, Bartz FR reduces target's brave by 100% of individual's current brave, increases the party's brave by 100% of own max brave, then deals an AoE split HP attack 4 times. His FR conditions are as follows: a 45% increase whenever a teammate selects a wind ability, and a 30% increase whenever a teammate deals weakness brave damage. So let's talk about whether or not you should pull for Dorgann. So Dorgann provides consistent AoE follow-up attacks whenever anybody breaks a target. It doesn't matter like what way you break said target, as long as they get broken, if they go into break status, re-break, etc., Dorgann will trigger his follow-up attack. His BT effect makes it so much easier for Dorgann to break. So long as you have that debuff that he inflicts, the Spellblade debuff, then it'll make it easier for Dorgann to be able to break said target, especially if, let's say, if one of the two targets is ready to easily be broken, like they have 1 or 0 brave as their value, and the other one is not able to break that easily. Well, if they have that Spellblade debuff active, and if Dorgann uses his skill 2, which is a single target attack, he will break that target, he will trigger his follow-up attack, and then guess what? Because his follow-up attack is AoE, it is going to break the other target, and it is going to trigger another follow-up attack for Dorgann. So there are definitely some good ways to take advantage of how Dorgann operates. And with that being said, Iris, Sephiroth, Rebreakers like Aranea and others are his best friends, which will lead him to more follow-up attacks. And that's like the biggest thing about Dorgann is really you are basically just working around him, knowing the fact that you are going to get those consistent follow-ups from breaking the targets, re-breaking the targets. If you play that pattern that I mentioned earlier with one enemy having some brave, the other one not having some brave, and then you break the enemy that doesn't have any brave that is able to get broken easily, then yeah, you are going to have a very consistent amount of follow-up attacks from Dorgann, making it so that if you use his FR as this primary, as the primary force time, and you have a team set up where it works around Dorgann's follow-up attacks, then yeah, those percentages are going to easily increase over and over and over because of those consistent AoE follow-up attacks. So is Dorgann worth actually pulling for? Is he worth pulling for his FR, his BT for those who already have his FR, so on and so forth? If you have characters that are able to make it so much easier, and it'll allow for Dorgann to trigger his follow-up attacks so much easier, Dorgann's BT is definitely worth it, because it's going to make everything even more easier for you to be able to trigger those consistent amount of follow-up attacks. His follow-up attacks, yeah, they didn't get reworked, but to be honest with you, with the team comps that you are able to set up, he does not need an update on those follow-up attacks because of like everything that you can do, because of all the help that you can actually grant Dorgann. Yeah, there's no need for a rework on his follow-ups. He does it just fine. It is strong AoE follow-up attacks, and overall in general though, like for what he offers as a character, yeah, he is a very, very strong third slot character, but he is one of those third slot characters that, again, if you work around his kit, then yeah, best believe you are going to get a very strong outcome. So is he necessary to pull? Not 100%. No, he's not like a must pull. But again, if you have characters like I mentioned just now, and if you want to take advantage of all the consistent follow-ups that he is able to deal, then yeah, he will definitely be a great add-on to the roster of characters that you currently have as of right now. If you have other follow-up attackers that you feel like that you are comfortable enough with them, then I would say you can probably hold off on Dorgann until he gets a future rerun, which I'm not 100% sure if he has gotten a rerun or not. Now for Bartz, Bartz is able to reduce the target or target's Brave with certain abilities and provide Brave to the party with most abilities. Now he does have a good BT effect. Like when you actually sit down and take a look at what he offers, he does provide a mix of different things. But the thing is though, a lot of those party ores that he does provide, we have way more support characters now that actually provide much better percentages, or in general, like it's a much better version than what his BT effect does currently offer. Like yes, the 30% HP damage kappa was a good add-on, but I do feel like it wasn't enough. I felt like they really should have updated the rest of his party ores, because of the fact that like one specific line really catches my attention and really tells me that I do feel like his rework was a bit on the lazy side. So the one specific effect from his BT effect, which allows the party to increase their Brave by 50% of the HP damage dealt per turn. We have a lot of support characters that is able to do that, but is able to do that in between HP attacks, and I do feel like that is much more important, seeing as how we are getting a lot of characters who are getting their skills, their HP dumps within their skills updated, where they are going to be dealing multiple HP dumps, so you definitely want that strong Brave recovery. And we have plenty of other characters that is able to do that way better than what Bartz's BT effect is able to do. Yes, again, Bartz's BT effect does provide a bunch of things that a lot of support characters, you would have to put them together to be able to provide everything that Bartz offers. But in my opinion, I don't feel like I don't feel like it meets the needs to what we expect out of like support characters or just like all bots that we would want to see in current global meta. So I don't think that it's really all that. And then his rework, in my opinion, just doesn't do him justice. I felt like they really should have pushed the boundaries even more with Bartz. I do think that he is very much underwhelming, and he's not like a character that stands out from other characters that we currently have, and I do feel like we have other characters that is able to do basically the same thing that he does, even if said characters doesn't do everything that he does, but we have many characters that is able to do little bits of what Bartz does overall. His FR conditions, they are easy to meet. Just deal wind brave damage, and then make sure that you are dealing weakness damage to the target. Thankfully, Bartz, he does have a buff where he makes it so that you are able to meet that, so that's not going to be an issue whatsoever. The percentages are nice. 75 to 80% increase is a good increase overall. So, in my opinion, is Bartz worth chasing for? I am going to say no. Again, I do feel like his rework is very much underwhelming. I do think that they could have done way better. Honestly, if they would have given him a couple more HP dumps, like let's say instead of giving it 6 for his skill 1 and skill 2, they probably could have given him 8. His EX, they probably could have done like maybe 7. His LD the same way. Then I feel like Bartz would definitely be a very good third slot character to be able to add on to team comps. But as of right now, with what he currently has, and with a lot of the characters that we currently have at the moment on global, and that we are going to be getting later down the line, I don't feel like he is worth chasing for, in my opinions. But I am curious to see what you guys think overall as well when it comes to Bartz. But other than that though, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And of course, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.